Before we get into this video, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the positive feedback and sharing your stories in the comments of my art journey video. If you have not already watched it, I don't know how to do the little card thing, so the link will be in the description. I honestly did not think that everybody would really watch it, but thanks to you guys, it's being recommended to anyone who needed that little pick-me-up or just a reminder that they aren't alone in feeling that way that I expressed in the video. So I'm going to be completely honest. This video was very difficult to make. I'm still trying to figure out how to film and make these types of videos and just content creation in general. Like I said before, I do have a full-time job. Planning what days I'll be able to record, especially like face-to-face with the camera, has been very difficult. I was kind of getting a lot of anxiety about it too, which is annoying, but I do hope that I can edit this well enough to where it's kind of not noticeable, or I hope it makes sense. So I do apologize in advance if this whole video is a little bit chaotic. Hello, welcome. I hope you all are doing well and being safe out there. My name is Caitlin Rose, and today we are going to be doing the Meet the Artist tag. I don't know if people still do this. I've actually never did one myself, so I kind of wanted to do a little twist, I guess. And I also, it's basically a little character sheet drawn in your style. You could put your age, ethnicity, sign, likes, dislikes, your bag, what's in your bag, or anything else that you'd like. The little twist that I want to do is make it more of a concept character sheet, because hopefully by the end of this year I will have a full portfolio. But it's basically me in the world of The Last of Us. Yes, it's the talk of the town, and I'm so glad. It definitely deserves its recognition. This is my favorite video game franchise, and I'm glad that non-gamers are able to enjoy the story. Even though The Last of Us 2, we're just not going to talk about that right now. So far, this is exactly how you do a video game adaptation. I hope that Hollywood takes notes. Like, seriously, please take notes. Anyway, in this video, I just wanted to show the process leading up to the piece, because I personally like those types of videos. I will go through the brainstorming, the thumbnailing, references I use. I want to talk a bit about the piece and also discuss the show. As I'm recording this, the show has ended. The season finale just passed. I want to talk about the show and then also talk about my predictions for season 2 and how they're gonna do it. And then after that, maybe if I have time, I'll do a little 30 facts about me. And my eye is twitching like fuck. I also wanted to preface that this is not a solidified step-by-step process of how I go about a piece. I haven't really created a concrete workflow yet, because I like to see other artists' processes and kind of cherry pick what seems appealing for me and what works best for me. So how I approach and create a piece, they're probably going to be completely different. This year is the year of experimentation for me. Once I create a solid workflow, I will definitely be showing you guys. Why are you up? How long have you been up? Oh my god. So if you don't already know what The Last of Us is basically a post-apocalyptic story where you follow a brutal survivor slash smuggler named Joel. He ends up being forced to take a job smuggling Ellie out of the QZ zone out west because she could possibly save all of humanity. Now, brainstorming. I recorded a little clip of me brainstorming the layout of the piece, so I'll just show that right now. So I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the thumbnails that I made. So I did 4 little mock-up thumbnails. So I definitely know that I'm not gonna do this one. This is just kind of me walking with my like backpack, holding onto the backpack straps, and then like my weapons or whatever. It's cute, but I kind of want a little bit more like more dynamic pose. So I'm definitely not gonna use this one. This is the first one that I drew up. This is kind of like a generic pose, I guess, of me like standing, you know, stoically holding a weapon, a large weapon, and then also brainstorming. Like these are gonna be like 4 headshots of different hairstyles that I would have in the world I want to have like the backpack, the items that I would have in the backpack, and then what kind of weapons I would use. That would be my name and a little description of the backstory of me in this world. And then I also did this one where I'm standing still, like a little stoic, holding on to one of the straps of my backpack, but also having a handgun. And same thing, headshots, name, description, weapons, backpack items. And this one, I'm a bit more casual with it, a different angle of me. So I don't know at this point in time which one I want to go for. I definitely know not this one. So I think it's going to be between these two. Yeah, I think it's going to be between 1 and 2. Now, inspo and references. The references I used is obviously from Pinterest, and I also have both art books, Volume 1 and Volume 2. But I mainly looked at the first one because it focuses more on the creation of the characters, and the second volume is mainly more about the world and the environments, and also just telling you the story of the second one. Both are really great books and I highly recommend them. For Pinterest, I created a new board called MTA References. If you would like to take a look at them, I have the link to my Pinterest down below. So originally I wanted to do 2 concepts, one for winter and one for summer. I did the line work of both of them and even streamed it. But then the next day I started to work on it, or the painting process, and I completely deleted, or I don't even think I saved the summer outfit, which it really wasn't anything special anyway. I think it was just like a tank top and gym leggings, and then some socks and hiking boots, and my hair up in different styles for the summer. But yeah, I didn't save any of it, so we have the winter concept, and we're just gonna go with that. So the clothes. When looking up references for this, I kind of got a little bit carried away. Not really. I feel like I kind of like made up my mind of exactly how I would dress during an apocalypse. Let me know down below if you already have your outfit in case an apocalypse happens. I don't know if I'm the weird one, but I already know what I'm gonna wear. But it was really cool to think about exactly what I would wear, what items I would carry, how much I would carry, what kind of weapons I would use. But during the winter months, I wanted to look cute but also practical. I already have like my Joel and like Rick Grimes jackets. I will put them up on the screen. I have 3 jackets. Right now I've kind of gained some weight, so they don't really fit me that well. But I think as me recording this, I haven't really completed painting this piece yet. So I think I ended up going with this Joel outfit, or this Joel jacket. It was like the tannish one. But I know that you don't want to wear, or at least for me, I didn't want to wear the type of like raincoat type material because it's very noisy, and if you've played the game, you do know that there are stealth areas and that material can be quite noisy. Pants, I would have a good dark jean, preferably black. I would want a thick material, but not too heavy. Comfortable and flexible enough for me to run, crouch, jump, climb, but also sturdy enough to not rip or tear. The shoes, ideally, I like to think that I would like hiking shoes or steel toe boots, but realistically, I only have Kamvas, workout shoes, and slides. IRL, I like to be as comfortable as possible. I don't really try to dress up all crazy, only for special occasions, so I don't have a lot of cool clothing items. And shoes I don't really care about as long as they're comfortable. But since this is all fictional, we're just gonna assume that I already have these items. So I think I ended up going with the regular steel toe boots. The color scheme of the world is very earthy tones, dark greens, browns, dark browns, blacks. You really want to blend in with the world because obviously there's infected, but you are also hiding from people. I'm about to roast the hell out of myself. I am tiny. I'm 5 foot even. I weigh 128 pounds. I have baby hands. I don't have great grip strength. My wrists are fucked from when I played derby. I have no upper body strength. But in this world, bitch, I can take somebody down in 10.5 seconds. For weapons, I think I just went with the basic stuff. I'm not very knowledgeable. I'm not very knowledgeable with weapons and guns. My boyfriend is more knowledgeable about that, but I would probably have 2 handguns, a rifle, maybe a semi-automatic, because I heard that automatics, they run out of ammo very quickly. And obviously in this world, the ammo is very scarce. I would probably want a shotgun too. Obviously a knife for any situation that I would be in where I don't need to use my ammo, and probably for stealth and close combat situations. A melee weapon, obviously in the game, you just pick up whatever's there. I think I would, I don't know what kind of melee weapon I would have. And maybe like a small axe, a machete, who knows. A bonus weapon, I would like a sniper rifle or a rifle with a scope. I feel like I'm pretty nasty. Backpack and items. Also, if I put in me looking down, I'm looking down at my script because I tend to ramble and go off topic. So the type of backpack I wasn't really sure on, because I did really like the over the shoulder bags that I found. I'll put some reference pictures here. I also liked the hiking style backpack, but I do have something similar to those IRL, and the flappy, I don't know what the fuck you call it. The top where it flops over and you have the straps. Aesthetically, it looks really cool and nice, but functionality for me, I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of work to open and then close it up. I need something quick. So I also liked the look of the tactical type backpacks. They do have a lot of pockets. That's one disadvantage, because if you need to take something out really quickly, I guess it would be kind of difficult. You just have to really remember exactly where you put those items, or something, I guess whatever items that you would have that you know that you need quickly, you could put them on the outside pockets, but I don't know. I know that I ended up going with the tactical backpack because they look cool, and also the ability to carry and hold a lot of stuff. And with the straps on the side, you can also put melee weapons or whatever items. I'm not really gonna list everything. I feel like it's kind of common sense, maybe. You can also look up survival backpacks and items that they carry. Obviously, first aid, rope, compass, a map, blankets, flashlights. I really do like the tactical flashlights to where you can clip on, so you don't have to carry, so you don't have to hold on or carry the flashlight in your hand. But starting with the painting process, honestly, the painting process always stresses me out, because honestly with digital work, I haven't been doing it for that long. So there's still a whole lot of things that I don't know how to do. I'm still learning. So every time that I try to start a piece and want to paint it, I don't know a lot about color theory and lighting, and there's just a lot of stuff that I don't know how to do. So it stresses me out, and then I just don't want to finish or continue. So each clip that you see of me painting or drawing, they have been recorded over different days, so the lighting might be different, my clothes might be different, which is one reason why this video kind of took so long. I personally like the painterly style, and messy look, but it never really turns out exactly how I envision in my head. I just know that I will eventually get it, and I just need to keep practicing. So a little mini backstory about this character in particular, I guess. I didn't really think that much on the backstory. I wasn't sure exactly what point in time this character would be in. It could be a week after the outbreak, or it could be 2 or 3 years after the outbreak. Or I would just say that backstory of this person would be, or me, would be traveling with my boyfriend, trying to get to the safe zone where our family is, which is, I don't know, in Washington, I guess. I don't fucking know. So we're traveling all the way on the other side of the country, and it's a long journey, and I'm not exactly sure what events will occur, how this character is. There's probably shitty situations that this person has been through. Definitely develops a person. So really not much thought into the backstory, just traveling with the boyfriend. So discussion of the show. Okay, so I wrote this script, let me see, after episode 7, and I'm just gonna read the script that I have, or the paragraph that I have, and then I'm gonna go over my thoughts, because as I'm recording this, the whole season is done, caught up with the last episode, or the last episode just passed. Right now, it's Wednesday that I'm recording this. And I quote, like I said before, as a video game adaptation, this is probably 10 out of 10 in my opinion. The episodes so far have been really good and well acted. At the time of me recording this or writing this, episode 7 has passed. And I'm a bit worried about the pacing of the show. This season should be at least 12 episodes. I feel like, well, maybe this is just me comparing it to the game, but I feel like we haven't really gotten that much time with Joel and Ellie. To me, in game, we spend so much time with these two, going through thick and thin, that based on the pacing, I feel like the event in the hospital and the last scene of the game aren't going to be as impactful. So to me, I could be completely wrong. The Henry and Sam scene killed me, and so did Bill and Frank. They could very well surprise me. I've also been keeping up with the Angry Joe reviews and some others, and Alex from Angry Joe did make a really good point, and saying that the show is great, but isn't showing how threatening and dangerous the world really is. And I still agree with this right now, even after watching the whole show. The clicker reveal to me was a 10 out of 10. I personally felt really nervous during that scene, but other than that, there really isn't any other good, scary, and suspenseful scenes with the infected. The horde coming out of the ground in episode 4 was really good and really cool, but I wasn't anxious about it. I don't know. I don't know. I also feel like, now don't come for me for saying this, but I feel like they also aren't showing just how brutal Joel can be, or maybe they're like holding back or something. Now, I'm not saying that they softened him up, but I feel like in-game Joel has been on both sides of good and evil in the world. In-game, he is very, very cautious on giving out his name. In the show, he's just giving it out to anybody who asks him. So I feel like that they're just setting up what happens in season 2 or the second game, but we will talk about my predictions in a bit. And not really showing how brutal he is in protecting the ones that he loves is making me wonder if the events that happen in the hospital are going to be believable. Now, we do get 2, maybe 3 scenes showing this, if you count him snapping somebody's neck in episode 7. The first scene was him beating the federal guard to death, bare knuckle. The second scene would be the little firefight in Kansas City, where he kills a young guy with his own weapon as he's screaming for his mother. But I don't know. These scenes were cool, but I don't know if I'm the only one that wasn't super wowed by this and thinking, damn, Joel is someone not to fuck with. Now, with those little minor criticisms, I think the show is great and I love it so much. So that is what I said after episode 7. I posted my review on my Instagram story. I could put a couple of screenshots here, and I'm going to read off of those. So my rating for the show, I was torn between a 7.5 and an 8, and I will explain why. But obviously I said video game adaptation, 10 out of 10. So these were the complaints that I said. Pacing issues, should have spent a little more time with Joel and Ellie, making their bond more believable. I'm not sure if it was believable to the non-gamers. Like I said, I do agree with this statement, the script that I read before, or the paragraph that I read before. I'm not sure if their bond was really believable. We just had a lot of off-screen time jumps, basically, which is fine. I'm not saying that's bad, but there was a little tweet that I posted in reference to, what's his name? Mason? Craig or whatever. They said that for the season 1, they genuinely stressed the power of relationship, which, yes, we saw that. So there was less action than some people wanted, because we couldn't find significance for quite a bit of it, or there was concern that it would be repetitive. I don't understand how that could be repetitive. The whole point of the show is that the whole world ended, basically, and there's infected everywhere, and the whole reason for this game and this story and this show is to try to make a cure for humanity, for the infected, to be able to get back to civilization as it was. So my response was, I think we didn't need 5-10 minutes of full action scenes. I didn't need any of that. The way that the show is great. I feel like they could have at least shown, this is what I said, they could have at least shown a couple of montages of them taking out some infected while traveling, showing a little bit of how dangerous the world is, showing that there still are infected, because there was a lot of times where they did not come across any infected at all. And at least showing Joel, teaching her how to survive in this world, and showing them work together. So you do get a bit of that off-screen talk where she mentions, oh, I did this, got the higher ground, eject my 6, like you taught me. So we didn't see any of that. I don't need every single detail of him teaching her, but at least show them working together, show her learning. That's what I personally feel. So that ties into my second complaint, the lack of infected, showing how dangerous this world is by not showing any infected after the whole clicker encounter and the giant horde of zombies. I don't know if they thought that would satisfy us for the rest of the show, but not showing that, it kind of seems like, what's the point of the cure, and what was the point of their whole journey then? And somebody quote tweeted my response. I don't know if I took a picture of this. I did not. They're basically the lack of infected kind of diminishes Ellie's survival guilt, because she wanted her immunity to mean something, but not showing that. I feel like it's just kind of okay, well, these people live in the world of the infected. It's really not that bad. So 3, inserting a random character, Kathleen. I felt like she wasn't that believable. I don't feel like she was that scary. They spent too much time on her backstory when you were just gonna kill her in the next episode. I don't know. If there were more episodes, I wouldn't really give a shit about Kathleen or that whole scenario. I feel like you inserted her just to have a reason for somebody to come after Sam and Henry. I don't know. Or just to have an antagonist. I don't know. I thought if there were more episodes, I wouldn't care about Kathleen so much. I wouldn't make this a big complaint. But it's just kind of could have had more time with Ellie and Joel. Reason number 4. Like I said, the season should have been longer. I feel like that they rushed everything. And also the finale being the shortest episode. That was my big concern. It could have easily been 2 episodes. Spending so much time with these characters through the entire journey, fighting for your life with Ellie, I feel like the sequences of events were way more impactful in the game than they were in the show. Again, if you have not played the game, let me know if you felt like each event that happened was impactful. The emotions were definitely there. They made me cry. The whole season made me cry. Every time I saw them, every look that they gave each other, I just cried. Because I love these characters so much. So I said, even though with these minor nitpick criticisms of the show that I have, they did stick to the main source material very, very well. The emotions were there. The acting was on point. The set designs, the costumes, the immersive world was on point. Overall, best video game adaptation that we have out there. Hollywood really needs to take notes. I mean, have you seen the numbers that this show is making? And for the love of God, please stop making Resident Evil adaptations. Just stop. So that's what I basically said. I don't think I have anything else to add about the show. I just personally feel like I wanted more. And I don't know. I think that's it, really. My predictions of season 2. There has been talk about season 2 being 2 parts. So that is kind of annoying to me because they could have made season 1 a little bit longer. And I was talking to my friend on Instagram, and they were like, I was like, why? I don't understand why they need to make it 2 parts. And he said, because the story is so long. And I was like, the story was so long. It was because fucking Abby. Now, I don't hate Abby at all. I really don't. Her reasonings for doing what she did, completely understandable. I'm pretty sure Ellie would have done the exact same. But that being said, I feel like in the game, we spent way too much time with Abby. The only thing that I criticized the second game, which I loved, it was great. It wasn't the best. It wasn't as good as the first one, but I feel like the sequence of events that happened in the second game could have been played out differently. Like, let's say that you started out with Abby, you go through her timeline, and then you see what she does. That's what kickstarts the second, I keep wanting to say season, the second game. I'm not mad of that scene. I think like it was very, obviously it's very, very brutal, very impactful. I streamed it. I cried on stream. Luckily, my face cam was not on, so I had to step away because I was so upset about that scene. Yeah, my criticisms of the game, it was not a bad game. It was fun to play. I just feel like spending time with Abby, there was a lot of time spent with Abby. And it seemed like they were trying to make you fall in love with this character when it was like the whole reason that everybody was so excited for this game was because they wanted to play as Ellie. Because you played as Ellie in the first game, but this whole game was dedicated to Ellie. And I feel like the sequence of events could have been rearranged. And I also feel like the way that they just completely broke the way that they just completely fucked Ellie over at the end, it was just kind of like, what was the whole point of this whole game then? Like, what was the whole point of going through all of that for you to just completely destroy this main character? But anyway, my predictions of season 2, if it's going to be 2 parts, they're obviously not going to do that scene immediately. I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to introduce Abby. I think they're going to do like the flashbacks that you see in the game. I think what would be smart is that you see both timelines of Abby and Ellie, and you see them younger, then they grow up, Ellie meets Dina. Or I feel like they also show Ellie's ex-girlfriend that gave her that iconic tattoo. I feel like they're gonna show a bit of her, show her get the tattoo. I can't remember the games off the top of my head like too well. I don't remember if she told that girlfriend what happened to her arm, because she got that tattoo to cover up her bites. Maybe we might see a little cameo of her, but I feel like they're gonna be the timelines of Abby and Ellie as they're growing up, and then at the end of the first part is going to be that scene. So you're gonna, I really hope that they do this because I like Abby. Abby's cool. She was fun to play at. And like I said, I completely understand why she did what she did. I feel like if you have the audience grow to like this character, slowly build up to that devastating, brutal scene, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Why would this person do this? I actually started liking this character, and then they go and do this. And then I feel like the second part is going to be Ellie's revenge. I don't know if we're going to go into the backstory of how Abby got to that point towards the end of the game. I'm not sure if they're gonna do that. I feel like my thoughts are all over the place. Does this make sense? I'm sorry. I didn't have a script for this. I'm just kind of rambling. But yeah, first part, Ellie and Abby showing two different timelines, going back and forth. At the end of the first part is going to be that devastating scene. Then it's going to be a cliffhanger. Obviously, the audience is going to be brutally upset. Then, second part, Ellie's revenge. Hopefully we get a different outcome. Hopefully she isn't completely destroyed. But Neil apparently said that he didn't give a shit about the criticisms that he got on the second game. Hopefully whoever they cast Abby as, hopefully they do not get death threats. I don't understand why people do that. They're just playing a character, okay? It's not their fault. They're just playing with whatever material was given to them. But yeah, let me know what you think the second season is going to be. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Please let me know. And let's get into the 30 facts about me, because I can literally just talk and talk and talk about this about this story in this series. But yeah, 30 facts about me. Okay, so where are you from? I am from Richmond, Virginia. My height is 5 foot even. Ethnicity, I am Puerto Rican. Age, if you've seen my art journey video, currently I'm 29. I will be 30 this year in August. My pronouns are she, her. Do I speak any other languages? No, just English, unfortunately. But I would love to learn Spanish and Korean, actually. So this says vegan for how long? Right now, currently, like I said before, my previous job, my work hours were all over the place. It fucked with my sleeping and my eating habits, so I'm not exactly 100% vegan right now. I'm just plant-based right now, that I'd like to say, instead of just vegetarian. I mostly eat a lot of vegan stuff, but I'm not 100% currently. I do want to go back to being like 100% vegan. Introvert or extrovert? I am a introvert. Morning person or night person? I think I'm more of an evening person. I'm not a morning person. I can't for the life of me get up any earlier than 5:30. Night person. Since I have a normal work schedule now, I fall asleep pretty early now. I am left-handed. I am the only left-handed person in my family, and I'm also the only one with hazel eyes. My uncle, which I think I got it from him, he has these really beautiful light blue eyes, or like light greenish, very light greenish eyes. So I think I got that from him. I am a sibling. I have an older sister. Favorite color? I like green. My favorite color is green. I would say like the hazel, like the olive green. I like olive green. Favorite food? I would say pasta. I can literally eat pasta every single day. Favorite movie? I don't have a favorite movie, but I do love the John Wick franchise, Evil Dead, The Thing, Aliens 1 and 2, any old horror movies I love. Favorite Disney movie? I would say The Lion King and The Jungle Book. Favorite movie genre? Well, if you know me, you know me. I love horror. I could literally watch horror every single day, not get bored of it. Favorite shows? Again, I don't have one specific favorite thing. So I do love The Boys, Stranger Things. The last couple of seasons have been kind of falling off. Happy. Hunters is really good. I haven't seen the second season yet though. Favorite game? Obviously, The Last of Us. Favorite season? I would say, getting older now, I like spring and fall. Likes and dislikes. I'm just gonna read off of this. I love playing video games, watching movies / shows, cooking, animals, anime, art obviously, hot drinks, warm weather, learning and trying new things, and also roller skating. Dislikes: cold weather, assholes, stuck up people, clutter, people touching my stuff, bugs, long natural nails for some reason I don't like. Obviously racism, homophobia, all that shit. I don't really like talking on the phone. I hate shit weather. I don't like rain. I hate headaches and getting sick, and also I don't drink soda, so I don't like any carbonated drinks. Favorite anime? I don't have a favorite, but I do definitely like the older ones, like the obvious Cowboy Bebop, Evangelion, Trigun. I do like Gurren Lagann, Mob Psycho. I just feel like the newer animes, they don't really I don't relate to them anymore. I feel like all the characters are kind of the same shit every single anime, so it gets kind of boring in my opinion. Do I have a fear? I feel like I do. I kind of have a fear of underwater stuff, or like seeing things underwater. That freaks me out. I just want to say I am messy but not dirty. I like organized mess. I played roller derby for 2.5 years. There's one that said, when did you start drawing and how long have you been drawing for? If you want to know, you can watch my art journey video. Art medium journey. I didn't really go in depth into this in that video, but I did start off with, from a young age, pencil and color pencil, and then I went on to watercolor, and then into digital art. Favorite things to draw? What? Favorite things to draw? My comfort zone is people, faces. I think that's everybody's comfort zone, but I honestly think it's fascinating to just draw any random item in your room, any IRL stuff. That's what I'm learning now. Seems that I did not write a 30th question. Let me know down below if you have a question that you would like me to answer, or that you're curious about me. I'm not exactly sure what point this will end. If it is before the time lapse of the painting, then I will just put in some music. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching, and I'm sorry that this took a minute. Yeah, the video recording has my camera died, so I didn't really get to film an outro. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that you like this style of video. Please let me know if you do like it, or if you like more of the time lapse or recording of me drawing and then me doing a voiceover. Yeah, just let me know what you think. I hope you guys stick around. Thank you again. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll get out of your hair. Tune in next time. I'll see you then. Bye.